Eknath Shinde has inaugurated the Mumbai coastal road within these few weeks. Prime Minister Modi has inaugurated several development projects, including the Sela Tunnel in Arunachal, the Statue of Valor in Assam, Terminal 1 of the newly revamped Delhi airport. And these, of course, are a few examples of major infrastructure push by the NDA government. Now, Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav had also inaugurated the car body structure of the Vande Bharat sleeper transit. In these 10 years, the PM Modi-led NDA government has flagged off 41 Vande Bharat trains as well. Let me quickly bring in our special guest. Joining us live is Dr. Kaushal Mishra, BJP spokesperson. We also have Lalji Desai, Congress spokesperson, joining us live. M.Y. Siddiqui, former spokesperson, Ministry of Railways, also joins us live. Rekha Sharma, Senior Divisional Commercial Manager, Northern Railway Division, Lucknow, also is with us live on the program. But let me quickly bring in the BJP representative first. Kaushal Mishra, how big a push, do you believe the government has managed to do in the last 10 years for the infrastructure? How game-changing has been the Gati Shakti projects of your government?
I'm just telling you, not about 10 years, but I just want to tell just 17 days investment of 75 days investment in infrastructure by PM Modi, either in the form of inauguration or starting of the project. It is around $110 billion in just last 75 days. It is equivalent to more than 68 countries have got their GDP up to $110 billion. And that $110 billion got invested in last only 75 days. In this last 75 days, what happened in infrastructure? There are 7 new aims, 4 medical colleges and nursing colleges, 6 national research lab, 3 IIM, 10 IIT, 5 NEET, 3 triple IIT, 2 ICCR, 10 Central Institute of Central Institute, 1,800 crore rupees in the space infrastructure, 54 power project, which includes Karapakam Parmanu Urja plant as well as Kalapakam fast breeder reactor of core loading. And if we go only on the power, thermal power and power mega project, Telangana 16,000 megawatt, Jharkhand 1300 megawatt, UP 1800 megawatt, UP again 300 megawatt in the solar form, UP ultra mega renewable parks and Himachal hydro project. So if we are taking only just last 75 days, PM Modi has started so many things, which is equivalent to $110 billion. So this government is not doing the politics of perception, but doing the politics of performance. And we are not relying on the slogan, but we are relying on the solution only. And that is how we are able to bring our economy from 11th to 10th, GDP double, and export 4 times, metro cities 4 times, airport 4 times, power in village 100%, AIMS number now more than 3 times. So there are so many infrastructure, and that is why probably the Moody's has got Moody, who is a rating agency, and provided us the best ranking all over the world in the growth rate. And the last trimester growth rate was around 8.5%, which is the best all over the world. So we are working on not only on the scale, but it is on the speed. So our performance is best, and we are going for this election on our development work only.
All right. Let me also, though, ask you, Kaushal Mishra, the criticism is that this is being done simply with an eye on the elections. The critics say, why these development projects just in the run-up before Model Code of Conduct is implemented? How would you respond to them?
I told you the last 75 days. And if we go before 75 days, then I can also tell you the list that national highways is 2 times, railways length 2 times, road quality of our country was 84, now in the ranking, international ranking, now it come down to the 42. Renewable energy, we are 4 times, then I am comparing from 2014 till today, correct? Cost of data, mobile data, it was around 200 rupees per month, now it is just 15 rupees. Internet connectivity, it is around 13 times more. Digital transaction, at least 30 times more. So it's not about the election, and election is coming every now and days in this democracy. And that is why Prime Minister Modi has said, one nation, one election. But the other parties are not ready for that. So we want the development, and the development is not focused on election. And you have seen the other political party, if especially Indi Gadbandhan, always say that next time we are trying to bring ourselves replacing the Modi. But what Modi government or our government is saying, that we are planning for next 25 years. We are planning for next 25 years and forecasting the 1000 year of the future of the country. So see the vision and development, see the focus. We are never election focused. We are always on the work focus, and that is why we are rising so soon. I have shown you the written and comparable data, hardcore data. And if we go for the growth rate and inflation rate is lowest in last 25 years in the country. So if you compare everything, it's not election gimmick at all. We are working from the day one, and that is why before 2014 we always listen about the anti-incumbency. The new term after Modi ji is pro-incumbency, and there is pro-incumbency for Modi ji and BJP government because of development and vikas.
Okay, let me take that across to Bhavna Sharma Jain of the Congress party. Bhavna Sharma Jain, you heard what the BJP representative had to say. Is saying this is not anything to do with the elections. This is being done because, of course, the government is serious about development. The government is serious about transforming India's infrastructure, which is why, this is, of course, being done by the government over many, many days and not just now. Your response to that?
My response to this is very clear, that this government has failed the people of this country terribly, and their performance has been dismal. What is the most important figure I would like to put in front of you is that the country ranks 111 out of 125 on the hunger index. It is a terrible, terrible situation in this country that on the hunger index, which is the global hunger index, we are 111, which shows that what this government has done is fill the pockets of a few in this country, whereas the masses suffer under deep poverty and huge price rise that has been thrown on the people of this country. It is very, very shameful that we stand at the position that we stand. My friend here from the BJP was talking about big numbers. On the other hand, he refuses to see the plight of the farmers who have been sitting on the and asking and demanding for the MSP. 700 farmers died on the borders of Delhi, waiting for this government to take back the 3 bills that they have imposed on the country. And farmers are in trouble. The youth of this country are in trouble because they have been, the papers get leaked. The unemployment is highest in the last 45 years in this country. The angry youth of this country is on the roads, which was seen in the recent Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra that Rahul Gandhi ji, our leader Rahul Gandhi ji, took through UP and through his undertaking from Manipur to Mumbai. And you can see that the anger of the youth from paper leak, whether it is the Agniveer scheme, whether it is the paper leak, whether the jobs that are left, 30 lakh jobs in the central government are still open and not filled. So the unemployment in this country is rising. They have destroyed the small and medium businesses by wrong GST that they have implemented, the demonetization that they have implemented, which totally destroyed and broke the back of the small to medium businesses in this country, which are the largest employers, which give employment to the youth of this country. That is why the situation that we are facing, that the youth is facing, that is why the country is 111 out of 125 in the global hunger index. It is because of this. No matter what they say, what vision they show you, what marketing they show you, the reality is very, very dark, and that people on the streets know, and that will be shown in the 2024 election to this government.
Okay, let me take that across to MY Siddiqui as well. MY Siddiqui, as far as I think we've lost that connection with Mr. Siddiqui, unfortunately. Let me bring in Rekha Sharma on the infrastructure push regarding railways in particular. Rekha Sharma, as far as connectivity goes, how transformational has been the push by the Modi government in your opinion, and also as far as rail travel is concerned, how much have things improved?
In recent year, the way the Vande Bharat has been introduced, and it has reduced the not even the time traveled by the passengers, and it provides the better connectivities within the cities. It's a better mode of transport which has been provided by the government, and with the introduction of Vande Bharat. And there are many projects, infrastructure projects, which have been initiated and implemented, even completed during this period. And the way the things have been taken up and speed up, the doubling of the sections, whether it has been the 100% electrification of the sections and the divisions, and the way the goods sheds have been developed to increase the economic activity of the cities, it is commendable. And the way the investment has been pushed into the railways to provide better infrastructure and better connectivity to the people.
Yes, and as far as, of course, the vision also is concerned, do you believe the government has a robust vision as far as railway connectivity and travel goes?
If we see the stations which have been taken up under the Amrit Bharat station scheme, all the stations are geared up to tackle the kind of traffic which we think will increase in the next 50 years. So we are planning not only for tomorrow, but for the coming 50 years. It's a big thing. Every station has been geared up to tackle those challenges, which we anticipate that we have to face as a citizen, as a passenger in the next 50 and 100 years. Even the goods shed, the Gati Shakti cargo terminals, and to provide the employment to the youth of the villages and the smaller urban cities, the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, it has been opened, and the one station, one product scheme, it has been initiated at all the stations of the Indian Railways.
Yes, let me take that back across to Bhavna. Bhavna Sharma Jain, you're hearing, of course, as far as railways, what the vision of this government has been. Do you believe that railways has been one of the achievements of the NDA government, or do you believe that not much has been done in this space and sector?
In my opinion, the railways is the lifeline of this country. And the railways have always been the largest employer of people in this country as well. So not only that it is the lifeline of the people for movement of people and goods across the country, but what is difficult to watch is the exorbitant price rise of the ticket prices. From, it's nearly 300 to 400% the ticket prices have risen. Now, the conveniences, of course, you offer, but you have to take care of the poor and the smaller segments of the poorer segments of the society, and not just cater to the upper class and the middle class. If you see the charges on the Vande Bharat Express trains, the prices between them, what is the charges on the Vande Bharat Express trains versus that on an airline ticket are nearly the same. What about the common masses? What about the prices that have been imposed on those masses, that where the prices have gone up of a sleeper class ticket? Do you know that sleeper, the compartments, the sleeper compartments have stopped? They are not even manufacturing them. They're only manufacturing the AC compartments. Fine, but then offer it at a reasonable price, because that is the lifeline. We saw how people walked because the trains were not working during the COVID. And at that time, there was such a crisis in the country. Couldn't the Modi government have run special trains to transport those millions of people that traverse this nation from one end to the other on foot? So I hold this government accountable on the steep price rise on which has been imposed on the poor of this country. They relied on the train. Train was an instrument to travel, over means to travel for the poor people of this country, the middle class of the country. Now the price of those have become unaffordable. It's equal to as much as what we would pay on a flight ticket.
Okay, let me take that across to Dr. Kaushal Kant. Dr. Kaushal Kant, the criticism, of course, of the Congress party, you can respond to that. She believes that railways is not something that has been, an achievement by your government. Also, of course, criticizing the points you made earlier. Your response.
Okay. Well, they're just criticizing without any fact, without any hardcore data. People are very well aware and understanding right now. But I am telling you that, again, I am going to tell you the hardcore fact, which can be cross-verified and which is true. If we compare the inflation rate before 2014, it was 9.4%, which is currently 5.4%. This is hardcore fact. If we take 10 years of UPA government to the NDA, the opportunity provided by the UPA government in for the different employment, it is around 12 to 14 times more than whatever it was in their 10 years. It is fact. And if we take the GDP growth rate, it was during 2014, it was 5.3%, which is currently 8.4%, which is fastest all over the world. This is hardcore fact. And my friend was telling that hunger index, one thing, if we are providing 80 crore people their ration, their food to their doorsteps, then how this hunger index is true? Second, 25 crore people in last 10 years came out from the your poverty line. Apart from that, if we take the EPFO data, which was around number of them is around 11 crore, which is now it becomes around 27 crore. So from where you are talking about just telling and giving bhashan on like you are talking to some rally, it is not correct. Please come with hardcore data and fact. I am telling you on the fact and you are just telling rhetoric like that. Another thing, if we take their the hardcore fact is that the India was fragile 5 countries all over the globe. Now it is top 5 economy, and now we are trying in next 2 years it will become top 3 economy, and by 2047 it will become top economy of the world. That is what is our vision. But what is their vision? Their vision is just to settle their family member, because the unemployment is there in few Indi Gathbandhan leader family. And that is why they are trying to search for their employment. Their employment cannot be fulfilled by Modi ji. It's the countrymen's employment will be fulfilled by our government. So the political vacancy will remain for them, but they will never come to the power, because now the people are well aware of the fact they cannot mislead. It is not the government of slogan, but it is a government of solution. It is a government of performance, not the perception.
All right, let me take that back across to Bhavna. Bhavna, it is a government of performance, not of perception. Of course, there have been a slew of development projects which we are seeing. What do you believe the ramifications will be on the upcoming elections? The BJP, of course, claiming development and infrastructure will be one of the major issues that they are taking to the people. Bhavna Jain.
The development projects that they have undertaken are responsibility of any government that is in power. And many of these projects, including the coastal road that was inaugurated from Mumbai, many of these projects were in planning stage and were even approved. The Maharashtra government had approved the coastal road and started this project during 2014, which was continued in 2019 by the MBA government also. So the fact that they have complete a certain portion of the coastal road, which is not complete as yet, but certain portion of the coastal road was completed. So many of these infrastructure projects many governments have taken part in their planning, in their execution, and that is why today they are completed. Yes, good. It's in the interest of the people, and it is the responsibility of any government to do this job. Now, on the question of the growth rate, I want to bring it to my friends' attention that during the UPA government from 2004 to 2014, we saw a steady growth rate of 7.5%. It was during even the worst economic crisis across the globe, which was in 2007. The Dr. Manmohan Singh's government was recognized world over, including by Barack Obama, that India has shown the path to the world how economy has to be managed. It was Dr. Manmohan Singh who gave this country economic growth, which has been unprecedented in this country. Now, the Modi government...
I'm afraid we've run completely out of time. I'm going to have to leave it at that. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us.
Subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.